Hey everyone, I was debating for a little bit over a week now whether or not I should make this video, and I figured, hey, you know what, I might as well make this. As you can see from my channel, I haven't been posting a whole lot. That's because I kind of go through every year through basically two phases where I don't really feel like posting a lot, especially workout footage, because I'm getting ready to prepare for the contest. So, late April to May all the way through August is preparation for the competition. So that's where the good lifting starts happening. You know, you've got the Atlas stones, the farmers, the yokes, and all that stuff where it actually starts looking cool. And I was getting ready to spend a lot of time doing that for the channel, so I didn't want to saturate everything right now. But some changes have happened, and so this year is just, it's been one thing after another, and it's just beating me down. You know, I'm still going, so don't worry about that. It's just very frustrating. It's hard to deal with. So first thing that happened is my roof is leaking. My dad, he's helped so much. He spent so much time both by himself with my mom and then with me trying to fix it. We tore off the siding, we replaced all sorts of stuff and couldn't figure out what it was. So need to put a new roof on, and it is gonna cost way more than I would have imagined. And it just kind of bums me out because I had finally, managed to save a little bit of money, and I was going to buy a zero turn because right now all I have is a walk behind, and with some stuff that I'm going to talk about, that's not going to happen this year. So I needed a mower, and I got a pretty big yard, so zero turn is what I need. That's not going to happen now, and to save money, I got to tear off a roof, which I'm not a big fan of roofing because it injured me. So, that just sucks. My money problems always suck, right? Everybody knows that. So, all the money for the lawnmower went off to that, and to save some money, I'm going to do all the tear off and stuff. The week before my last contest footage, and you guys all saw it, right, if you watched it, I rolled my ankle really bad, and this is the ankle that I tore every single ligament in and developed a bone spur from that, and I should have had surgery, but I kept putting it off, and I kind of wish I would have done it when I had the shoulder surgery. But it's still not healed. It's still really bad, and this is like 3 months now. So I'm debating whether or not I want to try and do surgery this year. With the roof and the deductible, it's not looking very good. But, I did the competition and everything, and I could still compete on it. It's just, it makes it really hard to do anything because, if it goes even slightly this way, I'm just falling over and wrecking stuff. So that was rough to deal with. Then I started physical therapy again for the shoulder because it's still frozen. I've had 2 cortisone shots in it now. Hasn't helped a bit. And in doing that, it strained one of the tendons right here in the ligaments in my wrist really bad. So that's getting a little bit better now, but it was just excruciatingly painful to do any sort of pressing. So I was wrapping it really hard, wearing a brace. If you saw a couple of those coaching videos, it's been kind of a nightmare to deal with. But the coaching experience has been awesome, and I was really looking forward to the competition in August this year, which is the one that I always try and go to. It's tons of fun, and this year it's going to be the heaviest it's ever been for novice, and I was super pumped, super looking forward to it. So I hired the coach. Everything's going great. Well, last Monday I did a pressing workout. Not really any different than what I've been doing for the past 2.5 months. Felt awesome. I actually made a post on Facebook. I was like, oh man, I might actually get PRs again. Like, I was really looking forward to it because everything's feeling good. And I haven't gotten a PR since before I had the shoulder surgery in November of 2016. Tuesday morning, 3 a.m., woke up in unbelievable pain, just as bad as the day after when I tore the labrum. It was slightly different in that I could not tell where the pain was coming from. Like, it felt like it was in the front, it felt like it was in the back, it felt like it was by my shoulder blade. It just hurt, and I couldn't get any relief. Like, I had 2 hydrocodone left from my shoulder surgery. So I popped one and tried to go to bed. 2 hours later, like, unbearable pain. The pill didn't touch it, so I'm up trying to find relief. Holding it down didn't help. Holding it up, nothing. So ended up using my brace for 3 nights, trying to sleep, make sure it was healing, and everything feels weird. Basically, my scapula, the right scapula, feels like, instead of sitting on the back like this, like it's supposed to, it feels like it's like away from the back, like either inflammation's pushing away or something else. So last week, didn't do any pressing of any kind. Tried doing a couple of things, which I probably shouldn't have done. But on Tuesday, I went to the surgeon for a follow-up on my shoulder because I had gone through the PT. And this is where 2 things, bad news right after another. And like I said, this year's already been kind of going sucky for me. First thing he says, and he gets a second opinion, got to come in there, I'm not getting any more flexibility back. This is what I'm stuck with for life. So it's going to be frozen. I will never be able to squat with a straight bar again without excruciating pain, and I will have to go, max allowable width, which, may or may not happen, and definitely won't be able to compete in any sort of powerlifting competitions like I wanted to with that, unless I can handle the pain. I can't quite describe the pain. I've had a lot of injuries, and nothing quite compares to this. The shoulder pain is just... So I might be able to do some squatting with max width, but I can't really do it with my rack because where your hands would go is where the pins are. So I'd crush my hands. And because of the flexibility, I can't move it. Once I'm locked in, I'm stuck. I have to like peel myself off of the bar. Like as soon as that pain happens, the arm, I lose all ability to move it. That's the best way to describe it. Like if I'm reaming on it, stretching it or whatever, I cannot move it. I have to grab my other arm, move it to where I want it, and let it sit there for a good 30 seconds before I can move it again. That's only, like I said, when I'm stretching it. So, and the squats are stretched the whole time. So if I want to do that, I'll have to buy some monolift attachments for my rack, which they make, but it's expensive, and I don't know if that's worth it right now. Second piece of bad news is I have messed up my subscapularis. So he said I can do nothing where I am holding, pressing, pulling a weight for a month, and then if it's not better, I have to get an MRI, possible surgery. So why this sucks is the competition in August is out. It's out. So, that was just a tough blow. Like, I was just feeling so good, and they posted the date of the competition. I was like on the high. I'm like, man, this is going to be so exciting. It's going to be so awesome. And then this happened like the next day. It just like it's just crushing. It is crushing me. Like to the point I was like, the only thing that's gonna make me feel any better right now is ice cream. And that was 2 days ago now. So I've had ice cream for 2 nights and I feel a little bit better, a little bit fatter, a little bit better. So it's hard. But it is what it is. So I want to talk about that issue a little bit. So my subscapularis, along with a couple of other things in my back, I tore in wrestling in either 7th or 8th grade. Now it's been so long I can't remember. And, I went to the doctor. Back then, like, they didn't really do the MRIs and stuff as much as they do now. But the first thing, the doctor said, take 2 weeks off. I took a week off. And, I was young and everything. And we were at a meet. And one of the warm-ups, we had to do handstand walks, and I did it and fell down and just, it hurt so bad. But, I wasn't going to let my team down or anything. It was a team meet. That's how wrestling works. So I went there and wrestled. And within 30 seconds of the first round, I could not move either arm. I injured both sides. How it happened was in practice. My buddy... We were practicing, I can't really do it now, double crossface, where they get you like this, right? And the coach yelled at me to sprawl, but my buddy thought he was talking to him because his name's Chris, my name's Christian. He sprawled on top of me. So my right elbow went past my ear, and my left elbow went past the ear. This way, tore everything in the back, scapula, just nasty. right? So this wrestling match, I ended up, people think this is a joke, but if you ask the people on my wrestling team, they can attest to this. I beat the kid using just my legs, okay? I pinned him using my legs. My arms were useless. They had to help me off the mat because I could not push myself up. I called my mom in tears on the bus. I thought I had broken a rib or punctured a lung. I could not breathe. I was like, this is the most I could do because it hurt so bad. That's been a lifelong problem now. That this led to poor posture, which led to herniated disc and everything else, before lifting. But when I got the MRI for the shoulder, they told me I had tendinosis of that entire muscle on this side. I'm sure it's on the left too. Now, tendinosis is not tendonitis. Tendonitis, inflammation of the tendon. You rest a little bit, it'll feel better. If not, like sometimes if you compress it or warm it, it feels all right. But it's just inflammation. Tendinosis, when your muscles, you break it down, it heals back like this, right? The muscle fibers go together. Tendinosis, basically something went wrong, and they're like this, right? They're not nice and neat and straight. They're all warped and messed up. It healed badly. Okay, and I asked them, are you going to do anything with this in the surgery? And they said, no, there's not something you really deal with. So you just rest and hope that it heals good, right? Apparently, wasn't ready. So, it is what it is. It's been an injury since middle school. Still dealing with it now. So Glenn is still thinking about competing. So he's probably going to be doing that. Glenn's got a lot of work to do for this competition, so it'll be fun to see. There's a little bit of difference between how I work out and how Glenn works out, which is why I get injured so much. I push myself, and, I want that. If I want that, I'm going to do that, and stuff will break, but I'm going to get it, and that's not a good thing, which is why... I hired a coach. And this is in no way my coach's fault. Like, everything he did was awesome. And I told him, I'm probably going to be off a couple months, and then I want to start that back up. Versus right now, I don't want to pay for it when, I can't do anything. But he's got a lot of work to do. Like, for me, it'd be like, yeah, we got to work on, this 2 things. For him, it's like every event. So it'll be exciting, and I'll try and take some footage of that for you guys if you want to see it. For me, safety bar squats, leg curls, leg extensions, hack squats with the machine, hypers, reverse hypers, and I can't even plank. So some ab work, like laying on my back, kind of like leg raises and that kind of stuff. But one of the things that I am going to do, and this is where having all these injuries kind of sucks. I wanted to get more athletic this year. That was one of the big goals that I've had. And I've been rowing every off day. Like when I'm not lifting, I was rowing. And I could kind of do that with the ankle injury. With the wrist, it really hurt, but I could wear a brace. Right now, I can't row. So I'm going to start walking. I want to start running, but my ankle can't handle it. And I'm fat, so I don't want to break anything. But I'm going to be doing lots of sled pulls, sled drags with my harness, so I'm not holding on to the weight. I'm going to be, after I build up to walking and then start running, I'm going to be doing mobility drills for football, running with the cones and all that kind of stuff. So hopefully I don't break anything. I'm hoping my ankle can bear with me here and live. So I guess just let me know what you guys want to see from the channel. I know, I'm a small channel. There aren't that many people that watch it. But you guys that do, if you want me to keep making stuff or you're interested in seeing things, let me know. I'm always here. I try and watch your channels. You can see I've not been as active. I'm trying to get to the channels and comment. It's been so hard, with all the injuries and everything else that's happening. I haven't been in the mood to see other people lifting. It's actually discouraging. And I know that's not a good mentality to have. I really am excited for everybody, whether you're dieting or getting big or whatever. It's exciting, and I should be there to support you. It's just hard right now, and I'm trying to make myself to at least go out there and watch 1 or 2 videos a day. But it's rough, you know, especially right now with just not being able to do this competition. But as I said, I'm going to try and keep making myself do things. I am volunteering to move all the weights at the competition, which I had to do in 2014 when I was all jacked up back then with the roof thing that jacked up my ankle. So that's it for this video. I know it's been kind of long. It was not supposed to be long, so I apologize for that. But you know what? I hope you guys are doing well. Hope everything goes according to your plans this year and you reach your goals, because this is not working for me. All right, go live something heavy.